Well, hello everyone and welcome to the very first race of the F1 22 World Cup here in Australia. If you missed the opening episode that previews all the teams, the liveries and who's driving, the calendar, etc, etc, I recommend you go and check that out. That was uploaded yesterday. But Australia then, obviously have got Daniel Ricciardo alongside Oscar Piastri. We all know that Piastri did have some good pace in his championship winning season. Obviously whether or not he can fulfill that in real life in 2022 is yet to be seen. But Australia are on the up now. For years it's just been Daniel Ricciardo anywhere near an F1 seat. Now they've got Oscar Piastri, and Jack Doohan's also been doing some testing. So yes, Australian motorsport in terms of F1 is definitely on the move. But they'll be looking for a good result at their home Grand Prix, but alas, only Oscar starts P6. We, as driving as Lando Norris, took pole position, 2 tenths in front of Max Verstappen, 3 tenths in front of Sir Lewis Hamilton. So very good for England. France, Ocon slightly down where he was, but De Vries up there as well. So as I said in the pre-season episode, France can spoil England and the Netherlands party. Raikkonen getting the top 10 as well. Germany disappointed, Vettel only 11th, Schumacher 15th, Ricciardo only 12th. Is horror at show since that podium back in 2014 continues there. And obviously Bottas having a howler as well, and is behind both Italians, so not great for Bottas. But yes, well, for us, pole position, can we go on and take victory? Obviously we'll have Max Verstappen alongside, so the Dutchman will be looking to take a good start, and especially the fact that the Netherlands have chosen to both start on the soft compound tyre compared to everybody else who start on the medium. So race strategy for us is of course a one-stop from medium to hard, as it's expected to be on most of these races. Obviously no weather to affect us here in glorious sunshiny Melbourne. There's vibrant lights for the opening round of the F1 22 World Cup, and away we go. And it's a terrible start. Verstappen's already passed, as is Gasly. Hamilton almost having a look down the inside, going side by side with Hamilton. We give him the space. Obviously we want to work together, and for now Lewis is going to have to sit behind us. I think we're going to chop him off at the corner. I think we've got more pace than Lewis in this race, but that was a terrible start. And Lewis is actually already under pressure from Nick De Vries on those soft tyres, and Lewis is locked up, gone deep into the corner, and De Vries is passed in the Dutch car. Back to our PV, then we're on lap 2, so we look to chase down Pierre Gasly, who's had a great start for France as well. I hate that corner, those two corners, they're always dreadful. But we have got ERS. I think we've got the better setup as well. Dive down the inside of Gasly, just pinching the curb, and it's a lovely little move there. How does Gasly? It's interesting to see how Gasly was actually chose to defend. He gave us the room on the inside, then tried to pinch us at the last minute, but didn't. We just forced him out in the end. Nice easy overtake. It's going from bad to worse because De Vries now is on the charge with DRS. He'll go right round he'll go the outside compared to the inside route that I took and get past. So it's a Dutch 1-3 at the moment, but we know they're on the soft tyres, so they will be stopping earlier. So watching Carlos Sainz, he's competing against Kimi Raikkonen, but he's been overtaken by Sebastian Vettel, and Sainz is now plummeting, so much so that he's been overtaken by Raikkonen, and has now got Daniel Ricciardo up his inside. It's going to be a lovely little move by Ricciardo. He's going to go right round the outside of Sainz in the Team Spain car, and Sainz has dropped another position. And Sainz is all over the place really, as even the Italian cars are getting close to us. Bottas has a little look. I think that's at Schumacher actually in the other Germany car. So jump to lap 9. Into the pits comes Nick De Vries, and it is in confirmation hard tyres that go on for the Dutch driver there, but obviously De Vries, I think Verstappen made the mistake of not pitting the lap early when De Vries did. De Vries could have done with an extra lap, I reckon, on the soft compound tyres, because he wasn't really losing time to Gasly. But Verstappen, though, has lost a lot of time to myself in the 24s. De Vries is now battling Sainz. Out of the top 10, there's a bit of contact with Sainz, and he loses his position and gets flustered, De Vries, and has now lost out to Valtteri Bottas. It'd be embarrassing if he lose out to one of the Italian cars, because their poor setup is Alonso. Such a shame for the Spaniard. He was in the top 10, and that's Spain's hopes, half of Spain's hopes now gone. Well, coming into the end of the lap 13, back to our PV, but for Spain, that's disappointing. You know, Sainz got them flustered out the top 10, and now Alonso having retired. Lovely stop from the England boys there, 2.3 second stop limit. Hopefully going to be Gasly leads the Grand Prix, but yet to stop ahead of Hamilton. Piastri is in, as is Ocon there. There is Max Verstappen in the Netherlands car, but we do defend against Verstappen. We all have the better line out of turn 1. We give them, to be fair, we do give them a little bit of room, pulling what ERS we have down to turn 3, and Verstappen gives up the chase and stays behind for now. But obviously, it's only a matter of time before Verstappen gets those tyres warmed up. You know how much pace he's had. Maybe this is why the Netherlands chose that aggressive one-stop strategy from soft to hard. And there, Hamilton in the pit stops has jumped Pierre Gasly. So Hamilton will be a net P3 now that everybody has made their pit stops. Will be P3 actually. So watching Giovinazzi getting very frustrated behind Stroll, who's doing a 2-stop. Bottas there is now ahead of both of them as well. Back to our PV, lap 18, a little bit wider that corner. As I said, I don't like that corner. It's one of the corners I wish they had done something. Stuffing up the inside, we're going to have to defend around the outside. We try and pinch into the curb, and so far able to retain the lead. Here's a replay on board with Verstappen at pass with DRS, not using ERS though. But then we gave him space. That was fair racing there, in my opinion. Move to lap 19. Verstappen this time on the outside, so I'm on the inside this time. We're able to just easily take a bit more curb than I'd like, but Verstappen is slow off that corner. So watching De Vries, who's fighting Vettel, and Vettel has overtook De Vries, and now Perez, who's come out of really nowhere to be ahead of Raikkonen and Ricciardo. De Vries having a look. Sorry, Raikkonen having a look at Perez, but I think Perez is lining up De Vries for an attack here through this new section, lovely new high-speed section. Given the inside line there, and De Vries is now falling down the order. Perez will have the inside. De Vries will try and put up a fight. In the end, he does well, but then Perez bullies his way past, and Raikkonen now is all over the back. De Vries side by side has the DRS compared to De Vries, who doesn't, but De Vries tries to dive bomb Perez, and Raikkonen strolls around the outside, turns the inside of that corner there. Meanwhile, back to our PV, a little bit of a twitchy moment for Verstappen there, and that's going to give us a little bit of a breather. And Raikkonen is on the charge here, because there is Raikkonen past Sergio Perez. So Finland are on a roll for some points here, as are Mexico, compared to especially Spain, who aren't likely to be scoring today, as Mick Schumacher for Germany is out of the race with an engine failure. As well, it's a shame for him there, but not that he was actually inside the points, as Verstappen again has a go at turn 3, but we're able to defend the inside and take the racing line up to turn 4. Lap 23, Verstappen again having a little look. No, we defend the inside, take that's the defensive line I want to take, but Verstappen's got a great line. Has a look at the inside cheekily. We go wide a bit on the curbing. We'll get a replay to see how he just got so much traction here. Apologies for the sun in the face. there, but then there's no room whatsoever. I don't think not an overtaking spot there for Verstappen to get back in the front of the race lead. Jumping to lap 26, Verstappen now having a look back up to turn 3. This seems to be the two places where he's strongest compared to myself. Again, a bit of tyre banging, but we're getting to fend the inside line there. And that was it. Verstappen had nothing else in the tank as we round the penultimate couple of corners. And we're going to come across the line at the end of this straight. Hopefully Verstappen isn't able to catch us, and we come across the line. First blood goes to England. As well, Verstappen second, Hamilton comes home third, complete double English podium. Gasly fourth, Piastri will be happy with points at his home Grand Prix in fifth. Ocon sixth, Vettel getting points for 7. Good result for France there, 4th and 6th. And then points also for Raikkonen, Perez, and unfortunately De Vries fell away. And I wonder if he got some sort of damage battling people or just fell backwards. I don't actually know. Outside the top 10, sadly, Daniel Ricciardo. Sainz, starting inside the top 10. He'll look to improve at his home Grand Prix next time out. Bottas did recover in the end, 13th, was stuck for a long time behind the Italians, Giovinazzi and Nannini. Ward pitted twice with damage. Latifi, 17th. Stroll, also on that 2-stop, didn't work out for him. And then Schumacher and Alonso both had engine failures and failed to finish. So with that then, the standings look like this. England are way out in front, and I can see it now. If we score like this every Grand Prix, it could already be coming home. The Dutch are still second on only on position to France in third, and then Australia lead Germany, Finland, Mexico, and then Spain, Italy and Canada. Important that Spain will look to do better, have better reliability at the home Grand Prix next time out. So yes, that's been it for today's F1 World Cup video. If you have enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and you see plenty more F1 World Cup and other F1 22 gameplay videos. Until the next video, then I'll see you next time. Take care. Thanks so much for watching. Enjoy your day, and goodbye.